What's going on, guys? Coast to Coast here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a shorter video, but it's probably longer than my normal ones. But today I'm going to be showing you how you can get basically any athletes or celebrities or even politicians how to get their autographs for basically free. So it sounds crazy, but it is very possible. I've gotten some great players. I've gotten Carey Price, that's one of them. Guy Lafleur, Micah Ruzioni, Roberto Luongo. I've gotten a bunch of guys who are like not no name players by any means. Some of the best to ever play hockey. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that, and it's actually pretty easy. It's pretty simple. So yeah, let's get into it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to SportsCardForum.com. So you can see the URL up here. So what this site is, like, it's basically anything sports cards. So if you want to make trades with someone, if you want to, I know you can buy on here, you can sell on here. I don't use it for any of that stuff. I only use it for the through the mail manager, which is what TTM stands for. So when you get to the website, you're going to want to go to the TTM manager. So then, yeah, TTM stands for through the mail, like I said. So that's how you're going to be getting these autographs. You're going to mail something to a player and then hope they return it. So for hockey, that's obviously what I collect. So I'll do Noah Dobson, I guess. All right. So so this shows the different addresses that you want to mail to. Actually, you know what? Let's do Roberto Luongo instead, since that's someone I know I've gotten from. So for Luongo, there we go. All right, so this address up here is the Vancouver Canucks Arena. I don't know if that still is where they play, but it's the address they played at when he was on the Canucks. So with that, obviously he's not on the Canucks. He's retired. So you got to look at the dates that the addresses were added. Obviously, that was added in 2009, so it's probably not the most updated. And then you can look at the most recent the most recent times people have sent and most recent returns they've gotten. Again, none recently. So yeah, so that's not going to be a very good address. And then I know further down here it has his home address. That's where I got my autograph from. I'm not going to show that in here just because I know you have to have an account to access these addresses. It's a free account, but I don't know, just they make you make an account before you can view these addresses. So yeah, you just go here and make an account, and then you can search for pretty much anyone that you want to get an autograph from. Okay, but I mean, this just because they're on here doesn't mean you're gonna get an autograph from them. Let's say Alex Ovechkin, 25%. See, so you're probably not gonna get an autograph from Alex Ovechkin. So just keep in mind, you can send anything pretty much. You can send cards. You can send like 8x10, 4x6, 5x7 pictures. I guess pucks are a good thing you could send. Hats. Bobbleheads. I've seen people send bobbleheads. So pretty much anything you can think of, you can send. But the most important thing when you're sending these things, make sure you have another envelope in that envelope. So that sounds kind of confusing, but let's say I'm sending a card. Again, let's use Luongo as our example. So let's say I'm sending 2 cards to Luongo. And I'm going to write him a letter. Maybe say like, Hi, I'm Cole. I'm 14, blah, blah, blah. You're one of my favorite goalies that's played. I don't know, something like that. And then at the end, like, I was wondering if you could sign the cards I sent. I know you're busy, so you might not have time to sign them, so I understand. But if you do sign them, I would really appreciate it. It's something along those lines. So that's going to be at the end of the letter. So then you're done writing the letter. So you got the envelope with Luongo's address on it, all stamped up. You have the return address on it. So you're going to put the letter in there. You're going to put the 2 cards or whatever you're sending in the envelope. But then you're going to include one more thing. You're going to include another envelope that has your address on it, and also has a stamp on it. So with that, like obviously Luongo played in the NHL, so I'm sure he's pretty well off. He doesn't need money from anyone, but I doubt he's going to want to go out of his way and pay for these stamps to send stuff back to people. So if you include this envelope, it makes it nice and easy for him to sign, put it in an envelope, put it in the mailbox, and it's on its way back to you. So make sure with the second envelope that you put in the first one, it has your address on it. So don't put his address on it at all. So put your address for the main address and for the return address. I like to do that because if something goes wrong and for some reason it can't go to me, then it'll be returned to the sender. And if it sees my address in the return address, then it's going to come back to me. So that way you don't have to worry about losing it. And then obviously you're going to have the stamp on there already, so he doesn't have to pay for this postage at all. So it makes it nice and easy for him. So all he'll have to do is open it, read the letter, sign the cards, put it back in the envelope, and then put it in the mailbox, and it'll come back to you. So that's what I've always done. I've gotten a bunch of people here. I can actually go to my TTM report, and you can see, actually, some of these have personal addresses. I'll just go to the successful ones. So we'll go, the very first one I did, Chris Pronger. So that was back in 2018. So I sent a card, and then he signed it. So yeah, I was in 6th grade at this point. I was doing it, so it's that simple. Brian Trottier, that's probably the best gift I've ever given and will ever give. I mailed Brian Trottier a card. I asked him to write Happy Father's Day on it. He wrote Happy Father's Day, and I gave it to my dad that year. So yeah, like they'll sign a lot. I mean, obviously it depends on the player, but if they have a pretty good percentage on SportsCardForum, then they're probably going to sign. So let's go to the recent successes. So what this shows is people that have this is players that have sent stuff back to people recently. So you can see on here. And then what I like to do is go to Hockey Top 25. So this is the top 25 signers in, like, you can do all time. You can see Guy Lafleur is the top all time. Last year, 6 months, and last 3 months. I'll usually go to the last 3 months. That way you can get the most recent results. I don't know why it's taking so long. All right, there we go. So you got Guy Lafleur up there still. You got Theo Fleury, Mike Eruzione, Rob Blake. You got all these guys. So if you're just gonna send to these guys, they're probably gonna sign it. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry about sending to them. Some people require like a donation. Like I know Willie O'Ree, I think like a $20. If you want an autograph from Willie O'Ree, I think you have to include $20 that he uses towards his charity. Or I don't know if it's 20. I don't know exactly how much it is, but some of these guys require a donation for you to sign. Like I sent to Marty Brodeur when I first started. I didn't know he required a donation, so I sent him a card back probably over 3 years ago, probably 3.5 years ago, and I still haven't gotten it back because I didn't include a donation. So, and I'm assuming he is using that card. Like sometimes players will add a card. Like let's say, like with Johnny Boychuk, that's a great example for me. I mailed to Johnny Boychuk probably 2.5 years ago. I sent 2 cards. So I actually, the day I got that back, I opened it up. There were 7 cards in there. There were the 2 I sent. Then he added 5 more and signed all of them. So I'm assuming that's what Brodeur uses those extra cards for. I never send anything too valuable, just because there's no guarantee you're gonna get it back. Like some guys, they'll add extra. Some won't. Some require a donation. Some don't. But the best way to know for sure is just to go on the their profile and then scroll down and read the comments. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. I showed you how to get an autograph, pretty much anyone, and then on this site you can go to hockey, you can go to baseball, basketball, you can go to whatever sport you want. So it's really easy the site makes it really easy to find the information you're looking for. So yeah, so a lot of the addresses for current players are their home arenas, their team's home arenas. Like I know Brock Nelson, I've gotten from him before. It was the Barclays Center because that's where they were playing at the time. So it really all depends on the player. And then again, there's no guarantee you're going to get it back. So if you want to send, let's say, an Austin Matthews Young Guns card to Matthews and have him sign it, that's like I don't even know how much that's worth. Probably like $350 card. I would not recommend sending that because you don't know if you're going to get it back. So I usually just send base cards. Yeah, because if I don't get those back, then it's really not a big deal. So yeah, I really want to emphasize that because again, there's no guarantee you're going to get it back. So don't send a really valuable Young Guns card. I've seen people send jerseys and they don't get the jerseys back. So just don't. I would just stick to sending 8x10s, pucks, or cards. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but I would not recommend doing anything too valuable. So, yeah, I think I covered everything. I might start doing videos where I showcase the cards that I get back. I haven't really sent anything out recently, but I want to get back into it because I'm going to start making custom cards, which you'll see a video on. I don't know when you'll be seeing it, but you will see it eventually on this channel. I plan on recording that video after this one. So, let's say there's a player you want to send to that you don't have a card of. Like for me, I'll go to the recent successes. So Wes McCauley, you see, I don't have a Wes McCauley card because I mean ref cards aren't really made anymore. They're not a thing, and I'm probably not gonna go print an 8x10. I'm not gonna spend $5 on an 8x10. So what I can do is I'll make a custom card with a little place for him to sign it. I'll obviously have his picture on there and everything. So I'll have a video on how to do that. I'll probably have 2 videos. One video will be how to actually like design the cards and how to print them. And then I'll probably have another video where I actually show how to like make them, how to actually like how to glue everything, all of that stuff, how to make it feel glossy and everything like that. So yeah, so expect that in the near future. But yeah, so hopefully this covered everything. Again, this is a really fun hobby. I'll read out all the. This isn't even all the players I got, but I don't know if you can hear it. I got this big like card holder. It holds 20 cards and I pretty much every time I get a card back, I'll put it in one of these. It's not a top loader, but it's just like a plastic case in this frame. So I'll read them off. I've gotten Phil Pritchard, who he's the guy. He's one of the guys you see carry the Stanley Cup out to present to the winning team. He's one of the keepers of the cup. I got an Al McInnes, Alexei Yashin, Paul Cavallini, Roberto Luongo, Cam Atkinson, Clint Malarchuk, Craig Anderson, Carey Price. That was a good one. That took a little bit to get back, but he did sign it. Ilya Brizgalov, Bobby Schmaltz, Johnny Busick, Don Cherry, Brad Park, Johnny Boychuk, Jordan Eberle, Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, Jarl Halak. I've gotten John Tavares back when he was on the Islanders. Mike Eruzione, Guy Lafleur. Who else? I've gotten Alex Nedeljkovic. Obviously, he's having a great year right now for the Hurricanes. EJ Radick. That was one of the really cool ones. I sent EJ Radick a letter. He's one of the guys on NHL Network. I asked him if he could like include like a notes packet or something because I want to potentially to be do what he does for a job. So he sent me a whole notes packet and wrote me a little note on there on the front. So that was pretty cool. That's probably one of the coolest ones I've gotten. Let's see, who else? Bob Nystrom, obviously the guy who scored the Stanley Cup winning goal for the Islanders in 1980. Yeah, Luongo. I got multiple cards from Luongo. Eric Lindros, Rod Brindamore, Eric Stahl, that was a cool one. Randy Wood, Ron Hextall, Rick DiPietro, Dougie Hamilton, Chris Pronger. Again, these are just cards that I have accessible right now. I've gotten more. But yeah, so you get the idea. You can get pretty much anyone as long as they actually sign the stuff that's sent to them, which you can check by going on this site. So, yeah, I think this video has gone on long enough. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just comment it down below. I'll get back to you quickly. I'll also leave a link to SportsCardForum in the description. But, yeah, so thanks for watching. Remember to like if you enjoyed the video or if it was helpful to you. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, because that really helps me out a lot. That motivates me to make more videos. And, yeah, like I said, comment if you have any questions or if you have a video idea that you want to see me do in the future. So, yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.